Hey yo, it's your man Phil here. Oh, it's Friday, I'm dog sitting, I'm tired, it's been a really tough week, and I'm sitting in a semi-dark room with a red light in the background to try and replicate the feeling of Vietnam in 1970, 60 something, because today I'm reviewing my Seiko Captain Willard, or Willard, or whatever you want to call him, but basically this is a watch that Martin Sheen, I think that's his name, I don't even bloody know the name of the actor, but the little guy, the little Sheeny guy that was in the movie, he wore this watch. The movie in question being Apocalypse Now, starring Martin Sheen as he heads up a river in Cambodia into Vietnam to go and confront Colonel Kurtz, played by Marlon Brando. Colonel Kurtz has gone crazy, he's beheading people, he's gone crazy, and they just can't have that. It's bad vibes, bad optics for the whole war, and they just cannot have it. So anyway, that's a bit of background about the movie. Awesome movie, hence the black background, and the horror. Anyway, back to the watch. And hence Seiko reissued it, probably not off the back of that, just because the original watch was a legendary watch. The 6105 from the 60s, that's what this is based on. Anyway, in the 2000s, 2000 and something, they reissued this. They made it in the original black, which is the closest to the original, a blue version and a green version. I think you could get all three with a rubber strap, and also all three with a bracelet, a stainless steel bracelet. I actually bought the stainless steel one and have sort of retrofitted this waffle rubber strap, because it's more in keeping with what the original would have been, and it's a lot more comfortable. The actual bracelet is quite uncomfortable and very heavy. It's quite a heavy watch anyway, and then when you add on the stainless steel strap, it's even worse. So I think I got this strap from AliExpress for £5. It's all right. You know, it hasn't rotted or anything. This bloody camera's doing my head in. It's not focusing. It's supposed to be focusing and it isn't. So I don't know. Anyway, it's a great thing. Things I like about it, it's got a very unassuming click to the bezel. Very, very quiet. I like the fact that the actual markers all line up with the minute hands, the minutes, the things on the things. You know what I'm talking about. I like the little second hand with this little red dot on there. I like the fact that the date window looks like just one of the hour markers. It's quite well hidden. I wouldn't be able to see what date it was anyway because my eyesight is so bad. It's got a great luminescent. Let me just whack this on. I've got a little torch here. Check that out. It's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't last forever, but I mean, if you ever want to read the time and there's a lightning strike, for 10 minutes, you'll probably be able to tell the time. So it's a great thing. It's got a cushion case, so it's nice and soft and rounded all the way around. There's no sharp edges, and that is because if you're a diver, because this is a dive watch, then you don't want it scraping on things or catching on stuff, on ropes and what have you. And that's another reason why this is, the crown is down here and it's also protected to stop that getting damaged, and also to make sure you're not pulling out and stuff like that. Because it is a screw down crown and it's got 200 metre water, it's not resistance, waterproof. It's waterproof to 200 metres. So it's a proper watch that you can take diving. Unlike a lot of the other crap I've got, this one you can actually take out and go underwater. Not that I ever would. On the back, it's got the great wave, or the cresting wave of Seiko. And I think that's to do with the fact this is a Prospex. So if you look on there, you've got the little, I think it says Prospex. Anyway, their logo. It's when it's the slightly better watches, they shove that on there, the little Prospex logo. I quite like the way they've actually done that wording on the bottom there, that it's like a pyramid, rather than it's unassuming. Although it tells you everything it needs to do, it's not like in your face. The whole thing is quite I think it's just a nice package, It's very retro, isn't it? I mean, it looks like it's from the 60s or the 70s. But that's where I'm from, the 70s. 73, boy, one of the best years in the world. And when it was Vietnam, I think I was around just at the end for I can't remember when the Vietnam War ended, but that when they evacuated them all out from off the top of the US Embassy, I'm sure that was 73. So I have, I was there basically. On the wrist, it is comfy. Like I say, with the metal bracelet, it wasn't particularly comfy. But with this cheap-ass watch, this cheap-ass strap, it was. And it is good. It is comfy. And because of that lovely cushion case, there's no digging in. There's nothing like that. It does feel heavy, but look, it doesn't fall off to the side with this. It's got, the holes are just in the right place for this strap. So it's a good thing. Yeah, Apocalypse Now, if you've never watched it, you should, because it's an awesome movie. It's dark in places, but the whole Vietnam War was pretty dark. And although we had nothing to do with it here in the UK, I mean, there is a slight fascination there of what happened and all the rest of it. And it did, obviously, I'm getting political now, but I can totally understand why people, the American folk, are reluctant to get into any more wars, because that was a bloody nightmare, Vietnam. Anyway, good looking watch. I mean, the crown's not signed or anything, which I think is a shame. It's just a bog standard thing, but it's nicely knurled, I think is the word. That's my word of the day, is knurled. And also the button, is it these called buttons? The bezel, I don't know. The thing is it's just all very nice. It's brushed on the edge there. So it's got a circular kind of brushing to the case. But then on the edges, it's nicely polished. And they've got drilled holes. This bloody camera is doing my head in. I'm going to keep recording because it is quite funny. All the disasters trying to do this one. I need to get better lighting, really. Oh, and the other thing I'm trying out today is my field recorder F1. So I've got a little mic here, and God knows what it'll sound like. I'd normally be using my DJI mic, but I'm trying something different, so it could be an absolute disaster. And we like that, don't we? We like a good disaster. Anyway, this was and is one of my favourite watches. I wanted this review to be so professional, so great, and it's not going to be, is it? That's not my style. So I've done my best. The videography has been awful. This camera is just doing my head in. It's not worked. The Osmo Pocket 3 has just let me down. I'm still trying to bloody do the thing with the thing next to me, because I don't like the reflections in the thing, but then there's bloody reflections everywhere. It's like I need to sit in a dark room with just, I don't know how the professionals do this, but they do it better than me, that's for sure. Maybe they just have it on a turntable, and you can actually see it in slow motion with lovely photographs and stuff like that. But I try my best, and it is that is in focus. Then I try and hide my face. I'm looking down at the camera, just moving it around. This is the end, my only friend, the end. Because that is how the movie ended, a bit of the Doors, and I can sing it because there's no copyright on that. This is the end, my only friend, the end. It hurts to set you free, but you'll never follow me. The end of laughter and soft light, the end of nights with rather, but I don't even know the words. Anyway, ta-da, see you in the next one. Love ya.